Good evening, and this is your August 26th tropical update. And man, oh man, things are getting spicy with Tropical Storm Dorian because the hurricane hunters are flying into this tropical storm right now. And also, I'd like to say, Florida, welcome to the cone of uncertainty. But let's get into Dorian right now. It is around a 57 mile per hour, 60 mile per hour tropical system. That's what the hurricane hunters have found for 1 minute sustained winds. And also the hurricane hunters have just found the lowest pressure at around 1,005 millibars. Good news for the Lesser Antilles, it's nowhere near a hurricane, but it's still maintaining that tropical storm strength against all that dry air, and it's just going back and forth with those thunderstorms, just kind of falling off, and then boom, popping up some thunderstorms, and then falling off. So it's staying alive, staying alive, and Dorian is staying alive. But is it going to become a hurricane? And that's what everyone's worrying about, because right now all the Lesser Antilles are under a tropical storm watch or warning. St. Lucia is under a hurricane watch, and guess what? It's an island that's been battle tested by some hurricanes over the past couple of years. That's Puerto Rico, and they are under a tropical storm watch. And the National Hurricane Center cone has Dorian passing right to the southwest of Puerto Rico on Wednesday as a 80 mile per hour hurricane. Do I think that's going to happen? I'm not too sure, because this dry air is really just putting a cap on the system. But the water temperatures are going to get slightly warmer, so maybe that's going to give a boost to Dorian to get to the hurricane strength. I personally don't think so, but there is a ton of variables in the intensity and kind of where it's going, because there is like the hugest difference in between like 100 miles. Because let's say once Wednesday night comes, Thursday morning, and Dorian is looking like a strong tropical storm or a weak hurricane bringing some heavy rain and wind to Puerto Rico, where is it going to be, that pinpoint location? Because if it's to the little bit to the northwest of Hispaniola, then the Bahamas and Florida are going to have to be on high alert. But if it's going right through Hispaniola, then that's not so good, and it's probably going to dissipate and just completely fall apart over Hispaniola. And that's what the GFS has right now. GFS has Dorian just right here is the mountains of Hispaniola, and it's going to go. But the European model has Dorian going to the northwest, which means that Dorian becomes a strong tropical storm going through the Bahamas, kind of ripping and bringing some heavy rain and wind there, and a little bit of storm surge, and making landfall in Cape Canaveral Labor Day weekend. That's what everyone in at least Florida is kind of hoping for. They're like either hoping for a hurricane so they could take a few days off school, or they're kind of scared for their lives, like all the people in Puerto Rico right now, because it's kind of scary. A tropical storm that is forecasted to become a hurricane that's going to pass within like 50 miles of Puerto Rico. I'm scared. But if you are in Puerto Rico, make your final preparations. If you're in the Bahamas or anywhere along the eastern Florida coast, let's say from Jacksonville all the way to Key Largo, Florida, you got to start looking at your hurricane plan, because Tropical Storm Dorian or Hurricane Dorian, that could be very soon, is coming. And just over the past 24 hours, the models have been shifting a little bit more to the east, so that it's not going to make a direct Hispaniola landfall, which is kind of the worst case scenario, which means that it's going to continue on as a pretty good tropical system going through the Bahamas and potentially making landfall in Florida this Labor Day weekend. We still have a ton of time to watch it. It's right now making landfall in Barbados. It's bringing some heavy squally rain to that island right now, and it's going to pass through the rest of the Lesser Antilles tonight, and then it goes on to the open water once again. But that is it for this tropical update. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow so I can update you again on what the Tropical Storm Dorian is. And also, another tropical system kind of developed in the Atlantic today, and that was Invest 98L going to TD6. But that's just a fish storm, so everyone's eyes are on Dorian. Alright, peace out. Make sure you bless him.
3, 2, 1.
Here he swings and misses. A good look at that changeup, which is working early for Pablo Lopez.
Well, a couple of left-handed hitters, that's right. And using the